Day today. Gusty winds the next 2 days. We're talking gusts up to 30, 35 miles an hour today, even more tomorrow. Much needed rain on Friday. It has been so dry, and that's going to help wash away a lot of the dirty snow that's kind of left out there, maybe your car, and some up and down temperatures instead of just downhill like they were last week. We're kind of got some milder days sprinkled into this. 36 degrees right now. Pretty comfortable for this time of year, 36. Trouble is, it's also a little windy out there, so it feels colder than that number. Satellite radar showing that we've got some snow showers coming through Williamsport, but they're really just falling apart. If you're in the Lehigh Valley, you're going to want to watch for that snow shower chance, especially between 8 and 10 o'clock this morning. Currently, we've got some gusts already, 25, 31 miles an hour, so a little windy out there. So here's what you can expect through the day. Not as cold at 8 a.m., 36 with some sunshine, more clouds at lunchtime, mostly cloudy, 42, a gusty breeze continuing through especially the first half of the day. 42 degrees at 4 o'clock. At 8 o'clock, you're down to 36, Matt. Raucous crowds in there, right? Let's keep talking about the Super Bowl. Why not? We'll switch to the weather talk about the Super Bowl. If you're trying to head there, let's talk about what you can expect weather-wise in New Orleans in early February. What you would typically see, average highs in the mid-60s. That sounds pretty good, right? This is one of their drier months, too. Average lows are usually in the upper 40s, so even comfortable heading out late at night. Monthly rainfall of just a little over 4 inches, so that's not too bad. And also sunrise at 6:45, the sunset at 5:45, so that sunset a little later than ours, but some good looking things to think about if you're heading to the Super Bowl. If you're one of the lucky ones, go do it and tell us all about it. Let's look at the numbers right now. 36 degrees. We do have mostly cloudy skies at the moment, but I think we're going to see some of that sunshine when the sun rises here. Winds are westerly at 14, but we are seeing some higher gusts, so that makes it feel like it's just 27 degrees. So 36 the temperature, 27 the wind chill. The wind chill is going to be a little bit of a factor all day because we've got that chilly breeze through the day. 43 for your high, 49 tomorrow. Thursday, a high just under 40 degrees. We're kind of going up and down with the temperatures. We're going to talk about that trend in the 7 days. Sharing that spirit with us. Good morning, everybody. Let's get the kids ready for that bus stop, and maybe you as well. Bundle up a little bit out there. It's not as cold, though, as it has been. 36 degrees at time of pickup, above average for this time of year. But we already have a little bit of a gusty wind, so it feels like it's the upper 20s. We're seeing a good amount of clouds out there already, but we'll get some early sunshine when it rises. At drop-off time, it's 42, still a gusty breeze around, and that wind chill around 36 degrees. So still feeling that wind chill factor through the day. Already seeing gusts up to 30 in the Poconos, 25 mile an hour gusts in Redding. Sustained winds about 12, 15 miles an hour at the moment. Keeping an eye on these snow showers that are really falling apart. We had a brief snow shower in the Poconos. We have a few in Williamsport. I think in the Lehigh Valley, you could see some flurries or snow showers, so it's something to watch out for. That would be between 8 and 10 o'clock. But for the most part, it's just falling apart, and the rest of the area stays dry. 38 degrees in the Lehigh Valley. In the city, some 35 mile an hour gusts. The high is 43, 45 at the shore. More clouds than sun. So, Matt, today, not as bright as yesterday. Couple degrees cooler, but not a bad afternoon. Everybody, let's look ahead in the forecast here. Yesterday was great with all that sunshine. Next couple days, a lot more clouds around and rather windy as well, but not terrible. Temperatures close to 50 midweek. In fact, I think if you're in South Jersey and Delaware, you're definitely in the low 50s by Wednesday. So not bad looking tomorrow. You've got a couple of mild days ahead. Some much needed rain arrives on Friday. It is just rain. It looks like one of the really mild days is on Friday. So far, we've been on track to be the driest January in history, but I think this is going to end that chance for us because it looks like we get a good soaking. It's much of the day on Friday, a soaking rain. This is a look at 9 o'clock at night when it's getting ready to wrap out of here. So we've got a few days to fine tune this, but it does look Friday, and it looks more confined to Friday now. So Saturday is looking dry for us, which is nice. Now, right now, we've got a couple of snow showers up in Williamsport. We had a snow shower in the Poconos. It just looks like it's falling apart before it hits us. But again, if you're in the Poconos or Lehigh Valley, the time frame is around 8 to 10 o'clock this morning, and it's not much. You might see a couple flurries, maybe a quick snow shower. Here's a look at 8:30, but most of the models showing it really just kind of falling apart. This model saying maybe there's still a few flurries left near Chester County at 10:30, but it's really more just in the Lehigh Valley, far north and west, is something to watch for briefly later this morning. Here's your hour-by-hour forecast. Temperature-wise, we're starting off in the mid-30s, pretty comfortable. manageable temperature-wise. Trouble is it's rather windy out there today, so we already have a wind chill factor making it feel like the mid to upper 20s. You want that heavier coat this morning. Some sunshine, but a lot of clouds overall. At 9 o'clock, it's 38. At 11 o'clock, it's 41. At 1 o'clock, you're at 43. Typically, the high is 41, so 43 will take it. At 3 o'clock, it's 42. At 5 o'clock, it's 40 degrees. A dry evening ahead, and the winds try to relax a little bit this evening after being kind of gusty much of the day today. So highs around the region, maybe making it just under 40 in Allentown, but about 43 in the city, 45 in Smyrna, 44 in Atlantic City, and 48 in Wildwood. So not nearly as it was cold as it was last week, even though we've got all those clouds. Tomorrow we do it again with some gusts that pick up to about 40 miles an hour. We've got another frontal boundary to our north, so maybe get a shower to the north, but we're in the warm sector tomorrow. So I think especially south of the city, you're getting into the low 50s tomorrow. So get outside and enjoy it, even if there's a fair amount of clouds. Here's your exclusive AccuWeather 7-day. It's a windy day, a lot of clouds, 43 for your high, just that slight chance for a snow